So a great one for any hookers out there, any stallers and flippers. So often on the course and on the lesson tee, I see everyday golfers struggling with a stall and flip and impact, causing a whole host of directional issues. In today's video, I'm going to share a simple drill that you can do in 5 minutes that's going to give you some incredible club face stability, help you get rid of those big misses and hit the ball much straighter. Guys, I'm Danny Malcolm. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're here at the Perth Golf Centre studio. Let's dive right in. So the drill is called the Hell Drill, and it's named that way for a reason, as we're about to find out. So I got this drill from an incredible golf coach in Canada called Scott Cowx. So thank you, Scott, for sharing that with many of us coaches here. And it's just a wonderful drill that we're going to run through now. So there's progressions to this, but when we see players who are struggling with this stall and the flip, what we tend to see coming into impact is this right side stays back, hands take over, we start to get that kind of shot, lose club face control, and there's a lot of things happening through impact, a lot of twist on the club. It makes timing very, very difficult. Now, I can relate to this, having gone through this drill when I was a junior, and we see this a lot with junior players as well, where we try and create more power. Typically, juniors have stronger legs, stronger hands before their core gets stronger. And I know myself as a junior, I used to really jump at the ball, fire my hands at it in an effort to get speed like this. And I just see that so often, not only with juniors, but a lot of golfers out there. So what we're going to do first is just start the progression, and it's basically getting your trail hand to basically in this position press against your lead thumb. So just on the side to start with, crucial to get some pressure on that lead thumb, just on the side. We're just going to get a little feel here and make some swings without a ball to start with. And can we apply some more linear force this way on the handle? And to do that and to keep our hand on the club, we've got to continue with our pivot. So what you'll notice is I'm doing this here as I'm coming through. To keep this trail hand on the club, I've got to get my right knee, right hip, right elbow, right shoulder coming onto the golf ball. So it's really getting me to engage my pivot, engage my core, and not just stall here and flip my hands at it. So just getting some nice feels without a golf ball. You'll see I've really got to switch things on. It really helps with the rates at which the body and the arms move. And then we can just progress to hitting little shots. So just little shots with this to start with. So right hand or trail hand on the side, keeping that on the thumb. Now this is much harder than it looks, hence the name. And we're just going to swing back, little swings. And we're just going to try and keep that trail hand pushing against the club. So what will happen for players that stall and flip, it's very difficult to do that, because again, this club's just going to go flying off us here and we're not going to be able to get there. So very, very nice drill. Coming back and through. And this gives you some wonderful stability through impact, because I'm adding more of a linear component to the handle, therefore stabilizing the club face. And it's getting me to develop more speed internally, not just with the hand. So again, we're having to switch on this core, engage things a little bit here to be able to make the shot. So again, a lot harder than it looks. When you guys first try that, you probably see this club come flying off you here. So take your time with it, be patient. And with any of these drills, I think what a lot of players struggle with that I see is don't allow themselves enough time to basically suck at something. So I say that in a nice way. Generally, when we're teaching juniors or beginner golfers, we really want to see some high success rate early with some of these kind of drills. But for the everyday golfers out there that are now trying to sort of break 80, break 90, maybe even breaking 100 for the first time, we want to add some challenge to this. So we want to be bad at it for a little while, at least have a 50% maybe success or failure rate, just so you can actually start to see that growth in it. So if you try it for a few times and it's tough, that's okay. The more you do it, the more you get better at it. And if you are struggling with it, it just shows that maybe it's a nice thing that you can work on there. It's also going to be a great skill builder. So not just face stability, it's going to give you some good feels and some good skills to find the strike and do some other really nice things. So that's the first progression, guys, is just trail hand on the side, on the thumb, without a ball, then with a ball, and can you do some half to kind of maybe 3/4 swings, keeping that trail hand and the pressure on that club. And you'll see this club face will never turn over. The next progression is that if you want to increase the length or the speed at which you swing, take the same idea, with a normal grip, but this time it's just your thumb and forefinger that's off the handle. So again, this is just a nice way to now blend it into some more fuller swings, and the same idea as you swing back, just keeping the thumb and forefinger off, swinging through, and just trying to keep that same idea here as we go through. Again, you see with all of these shots, I'm never going to turn any of these over to the left. It just won't happen. So a great one if you're hooking it or missing left for the right hander. So again, thumb and forefinger off, and you can do some slightly longer swings with this one. It's a little bit easier to do that. You can just see, you'll see when you go out there, just go out there and try it, guys. Even if you're watching this video, if you've got a club to hand, just do some practice swings here in your house or wherever you're watching this, and just get a feel for that, and you'll see instantly what it does to your body, how it switches things on quite nicely there with the pivot. So most golfers would really benefit there from progression number 1 and then progression number 2. Now, before I get on to the final 2 progressions, I just want to share that most golfers, even when your technique's looking good, can still struggle with skill. So that's finding the center of the club face, hitting the ground in the right spot, managing club path and club face for your start direction and curvature. Yes, this drill we're doing here is going to help with that for sure. But if you want to really improve those skills, I've developed 3 simple tests that you can do in just 5 minutes. It's going to really help you discover which area you need to work on the most, and then give you some wonderful training to improve that. So click the link in the description below for those free tests, and good luck with those. So now let's get on to progression number 3. Now this is when we take the same idea, but instead of placing the hand on the side, we're going to put the trail hand on top. Now this is a really nice one for players who maybe get a bit lifty in the backswing, maybe lift their arms too much, maybe lift the body too much. And it's just a nice one, feeling some pressure down as we work back. Same idea as before, but now you're going to feel the core engage a little bit more. You're going to feel like you get a bit of pressure into the ground. And this is a really nice one to really start to develop some good speed and some good ground pressure coming through. Now you might see some videos from Pete Cowan. He talks about getting some pressure down on the golf ball here. This will give you some of those feels as well as you work through. So just another nice progression to work on some things there. So again, hand on top, same little swing back and through. And it's just a nice one really to keep you down and through the shot. So again, trail hand on top, halfway back, feel that pressure down, feel the pivot engage more, and feel yourself getting that nice pressure down on the golf ball. So that's progression number 3. Again, great for players that might be a bit lifty in the backswing, maybe lift their arms too high or their body. So give that one a go if that's for you. And then the final one, guys, is what Scott calls the reverse held drill. So you basically take the same setup with your lead hand, but this time take your trail hand and reverse it on the back of that lead hand. So this one here is, again, just another nice way to feel it. So as you come into the ball, for players that stall and flip, we'll stand up, flip, and we'll probably top that ball if we do that. So what this again encourages you to do is really feel like you're staying down through the shot, engaging that pivot, again, really stabilizing the face. A good skill build for this lead hand in general, develop some nice strength and some nice ideas with how you need to square that face up as well. And so reverse held drill, another really good one. So to the top and through. And you notice how with these ones, I'm just going very small swings. Just getting some nice feels here. And the idea there, guys, is then when you start to bounce in between those drills and then full swings, you can take those same feels that you've just been working on. And already, just shooting this video, I feel some different things working through here. And I can really feel like that club head is not going to turn over. Now, one of my bad shots, for sure, is going to the left. So having just done that for this video, I can already feel that my club is just not going to go left. So a great one for any hookers out there, any stallers and flippers. Beautiful feels through there. So held drills, 4 progressions. Number 1, just to recap, trail hand on the side, pressure on the lead thumb. Number 2, progress to longer swings, but with the thumb and forefinger off only. And then number 3 progression for those that might be a bit lifty with the body or the hands. Trail hand on top. And then progression number 4, reverse held drill. Again, some nice views just to switch on those pivots, keep you through the shot, and really strengthen up that lead hand in general. So guys, I hope that helped. Again, big thanks to Scott Cowx for sharing that with us. Give that a go. Let me know which of those 4 progressions work the best. And if you do have any questions, please post them in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.